Hello crafters, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing simple kinetic card ideas with the Spellbinders Dancing dies. I have 6 cards for you, mixing and matching die sets from various collections. There's a collection from Spellbinders called Happy Dance, and it features several cool die sets with a dancing or kinetic component. The collection allows you to create a female or a male figure, and it lets you have their legs move to the left and right as if they are dancing. The figure can hold various objects, thus adjusting the theme of the card to many different occasions. I used just the female set for my cards, and I have several options and occasions to share, but there's also a male figure to help you create masculine cards. So the die set allows you to die cut legs and arms, and you also add shoes and a skirt. The top part of the figure is hidden by whatever the figure is holding, and she can hold various things. There are several options included in this die set, such as oversized flowers, coffee cup, and a bottle of glue. But you can also hold other objects made using dies you potentially already have in your stash, and I'll show you 2 options at the end of this video. For example, here's a glue bottle with the arms attached to it, making it look as if the bottle is being held by the 2 tiny arms. Or you can have a giant cup of latte for her to hold. And as you can see, there are 2 types of arms depending on the object the girl is holding. Now, if you remember, last year, Spellbinders released another die set, similar die set, with a winter girl holding a stack of gifts called Shopping Spree. I shared a video using this die set on my YouTube channel, and I'll have it linked right here. I have the legs from that die set here. You can see the legs are dressed for cold weather. These 2 die sets, the Shopping Spree and the I Dance, are the same in size, and the components are interchangeable. You can use the coat, the shoes, and even the gifts from the Winter Girl on this new die set, and vice versa. I've decked out a bunch of pieces to create several cards with these dancing girls, and I'll quickly walk you through some of them. For each card, I dry embossed the background using a Spellbinders embossing folder to add a little bit of texture to the background. And I have all of the folders and all of the other supplies that I used for these cards listed in the video description below. I then added the legs, the skirt, and whatever object the girl was holding. To animate each card and to allow the legs to dance, I added a small foam square inside the opening in the legs die cut. The die cut is designed to allow you to add a small foam square or a small foam circle inside the opening. I then add another large foam square above it, and I foam mount the skirt with the flower on top. Now here I added 2 pieces of large foam square cut into strips to allow the legs to be popped up on the card. This adds dimension, although it does restrict movement a little bit, but it pops the legs up a bit. Now, I did not remove the backing paper from this foam adhesive as I did not want to stick the legs down onto my card. I just wanted them popped up. So I add my dress and flower on top, and I have my girl figure ready. You can see how easy it is to create a fun and interactive figure for a card. This girl is holding a giant flower, and I added a foil tag that reads "For You," and this can be any occasion card. I'm just adding a few additional leaves and then going to foam mount that foiled butterfly on top as well. The sentiment here was created using the Celebrate You Glimmer sentiments. It was foiled in prism foil, and then it was die cut using a tag die from the Assorted Tags die set, also from Spellbinders. I used those supplies for most of my cards today. And the butterfly comes from the Glimmer Edge butterfly set. I used the same butterfly recently for the art supplies cards that I shared. I quite like the shape and the size of this butterfly. My next 2 cards feature a girl holding a giant glue bottle in a big cup of latte. Again, these were created in the same way. The only difference here, I added little stoppers onto the side of the skirt of the girl to prevent the legs from swinging too far to the left and too far to the right. The legs still move and dance a little bit, but not too much, just a little bit. I also made one girl hold a stack of pretty parcels decorated with flowers. And for this one, I used the gifts from the shopping spree die set. And then another girl holding a shopping bag filled with tulips. The shopping bag is from an older die set from Spellbinders called Shopping Bags from the Add to Cart collection from Becky Roberts. And the shopping bag is a little bit too big for the girl, but since everything else is oversized, I thought it worked really well for this design. Now, the tulips are from yet another die set. It is actually from Vicky's Paint Your World collection from the Artful Tulip die set. If you remember, I recently shared a video with the paintbrushes, and I mentioned how much I loved the tulip paintbrush. So I used the tulips from that die set to fill the shopping bag for this card. I love the tulips. They are my favorite flowers for spring. And since it is spring here, I wanted to create a card with the shopping bag filled with tulips. I think this die set is very versatile, and it is one of those sets that allows you to breathe new life into some older die sets you might already have in your stash. You can use some other flower dies, for example, to create a different type of bouquet for the girl to hold. You can use a teddy bear die for the girl to hold, a potted plant die. There are so many different options with this die set, and I encourage you to look through your stash and see if there are die sets that you have that you can use with this set and combine the two sets together for very different and unique cards. I hope you feel inspired to create. If you make a card inspired by this video, I'd love it if you shared your project online and tagged me on social media. I always enjoy seeing what you make. Thanks so much for joining me today. Love you guys. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.